Alright, well, picture this. It's wedding season, the outfits are finalized, the venue is booked, the skincare routine is in full swing, every detail is being perfected for that one big day. But now there's something new quietly making its way into the bridal checklist. Not makeup, not fitness, but injections. Hello and welcome to another episode of Deep Dive brought to you by NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Today, I'm going to welcome you to the world of the Mounjaro bride. Well, a growing number of brides and even grooms are now turning to weight loss injections in the weeks leading up to their wedding, chasing a faster, more dramatic transformation. Well, the idea is simple. Look your absolute best in the shortest time possible. But that brings us to a bigger question. Is this the ultimate glow up or a gamble with your health? Across India, this trend is picking up pace. Clinics are now offering pre-wedding weight loss packages, sometimes marketed as quick body transformation plans. And at the center of it all is a drug called Mounjaro, something that was not originally meant for this purpose at all. Well, Mounjaro is the brand name for a drug called tirzepatide, and it belongs to a class of medicines known as GLP-1 receptor agonists. Now, that might sound technical, but the idea behind it is actually very simple. After you eat, your body releases a natural hormone called GLP-1. This hormone sends a signal to your brain telling you that you're full. It slows down digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels. What Mounjaro does is mimic this hormone. It essentially tells your brain that you've had enough to eat even when you haven't consumed much. As a result, your appetite drops, you feel full faster, and over time, you start losing weight. But here's the important part. This drug was never designed for cosmetic weight loss. It was originally developed for people living with type 2 diabetes to help control their blood sugar levels and improve how their body responds to insulin. Over time, it also began to be prescribed for people dealing with obesity or severe weight-related health conditions, especially where weight loss is medically necessary to reduce risks like heart disease, high blood pressure, and metabolic disorders. For many patients, this drug has been life-changing. It has helped people manage chronic conditions, improve their overall health, and in some cases, even reduce their dependence on other medications. So yes, it works, and that's exactly why it's become so popular. In a culture where weddings are grand, highly visible, and deeply tied to appearances, the pressure to look perfect is intense. Social media has only amplified this with curated bridal transformations, dramatic before and after photos, and a constant stream of ideal body standards. In that environment, the promise of quick, visible weight loss becomes incredibly appealing, especially when you're working with a deadline like a wedding date. Clinics have picked up on this demand. Some now offer customized programs where these injections are positioned as a shortcut to that perfect bridal look. And for many, it feels like an easy solution. But fast results don't always mean safe results. Like any medication, Mounjaro comes with side effects. For some people, it can cause nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and digestive discomfort. In other cases, the effects can be more serious. There are concerns around pancreatitis, gallbladder issues, and potential hormonal imbalances. And then there's the fact that we still don't fully understand the long-term impact of using these drugs in people who don't medically need them. Because most of the research and clinical trials have focused on diabetic and obese patients, not on otherwise healthy individuals using it for short-term cosmetic reasons. And that's where the real concern lies. This is not just about a new wedding trend, it is about how far we are willing to go in the pursuit of a certain kind of beauty standard. It's about the quiet shift from lifestyle changes to medical shortcuts, where looking a certain way is no longer just about diet or exercise, but about prescriptions and injections. It also raises uncomfortable questions. Are we normalizing extreme measures just to meet appearance standards? Are we placing even more pressure on women to look a certain way on their wedding day? And are we turning something as personal and complex as healthy into something transactional? Doctors have already started raising red flags. Many are warning against using these drugs without proper medical supervision. There are also growing calls for tighter regulation, especially as demand increases and access becomes easier. Because misuse does not just affect the individual, it can also impact the availability of these drugs for patients who genuinely need them for serious medical conditions. And so we come back to where we started. Is this a glow up or a gamble? Because yes, these injections can change how you look easily and fast. They can deliver speed, visible results, but they can also affect your body in ways we don't yet fully understand. Your wedding is one day, your pictures will last forever, but your health is something you live with every single day. And maybe that's the one thing we should not be rushing to transform. Joining us on the program at this point in time is Dr. Vaishali Verma. She's a dietitian and a nutritionist. Vaishali, appreciate you being here with us. Well, what is this drug going to do to people who are, looking for a shortcut to look good? Ozempic is obviously one of those drugs which is not yet available in India, but there are a lot of drugs similar to that, this being one which is available in India. In your understanding, how dangerous is taking such a drug for people who are even, normal in terms of their health?
So, any drug or any medication, first of all, that should be taken as in the supervision only. And if anyone is trying to finding the shortcut without any supervision, it can be dangerous for anything, especially the GI health. And because these medication is coming with that complications like nausea, and these drugs are going to give you the satiety level. So if it is going to give you the hunger satiety, or maybe your stomach is going to be delaying and later as it is going to be earlier. So nausea, vomiting, dehydration is the most common effect. And along with that, if anyone is taking this medication, then also diet plan should be followed with that, because if there is a dehydration, how you are going to manage it? It is going to affect on the kidney. And if anyone is facing the nausea, or if it is going to start with the vomiting, then electrolyte disbalance, GI suppression, there is a huge to manage with the supervision. So the small frequent need and even to maintain the hydration level, there is lot to check. So it is not, I will never ever suggest to anyone to start this medication without any supervision. It's lot to manage with the titration, with the BMI, to whom need to start. There is a mini checklist.
Okay. Dr. Vaishali, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for those insights. On that note, we take a short break. We'll be right back.